Hello everyone and welcome back to Dibler's Traditional Farm. I don't have to be the one to tell you that time flies by really fast. And it is time to finally update everyone on what has been going on and why it's been 9 months since our last video. So I will just start off from what y'all have seen last, which was the garden video. And we have learned a lot. Of course, we will never learn everything. And there are new things this year that should have gone differently, but they haven't, so we will be better prepared for next year. The last thing you heard about my job was that I am working full-time, and I am still working full-time. However, I have taken a few days off to get things done around the farm and around the house, and everything is going well. I am now a master teacher and I have been for several months now, and with all of that we've been very busy. I have taken a lot of time learning new curriculums, learning conscious discipline. If you've never heard of that, I highly recommend you go check out those videos. Her name is Dr. Becky, and they are phenomenal. But I have taken so much time off of doing videos, not on working on the farm or anything, as you can see, just to equip myself to become the best teacher that I can be, and I still have a long way to go. So that has taken up a lot of my time. Also, with animals and a garden and acreage, you know, everybody gets busy. And it takes a lot of time, patience, and learning new skills. And we'll get into that as well, the new things that I have taken on. But that's just the gist of work and just life on the farm. So for now, I will go ahead and shift gears to the garden, since that was the last update y'all have received 9 months ago. So without further ado, let me show you what's going on in the garden currently and what will be taking place very soon and in the future. Alright, so before we jump in to the main portion of the garden, we went ahead and did it, y'all. We have purchased several trees. We have this fig tree. Now this one is LSU purple, and we've gotten all of these from Stark Rose. We've got some apple trees. I'm sad to report that our Concord grapes have not survived. Now I am still hopeful. This is a dwarf pink lady, and then this one is a Granny Smith semi-dwarf. Now I've gotten each of these for $18 when they had their sale going on, and as you can tell, everything is doing wonderful. It just, oh my, it just brought me so much joy whenever I started seeing all the buds and the fresh new growth taking place. And what we did was we did a combination of organic potting mix. All right, now listen, don't judge on this portion. This is the organic compost that we got from our local farmers. This is just cow manure, and we just combined the two and then put them in these pots because we have a potential surprise coming. Now, as you are coming into the garden, this is the main view of what has taken place. So first off, right here is our strawberries. We bought those strawberry starts. Now, I have a lot of work to still do in the garden. These are just volunteer trees that we are going to pull out because they are those elm trees. And those are super beneficial to have on the property, especially over there where we can have far more shaded areas. We're not too worried about this area yet, but lots going to be happening in numerous garden beds. And this year we have decided to go ahead and add far more tomato plants. which cattle panels and T-posts are going to help support those. Additional stuff having to work in the garden beds, that's just hyssop. And then we've got all of our asparagus. This right here, there's a lot of new stuff in the garden. Oh, I forget the name of this one. This is Walker's Low Catmint. So it is beautiful. It is not in its like designated spot right now because I have been working. Then we have additional, oh, look at that. How beautiful. Wow. Sorry. We have additional catnip and catmint. That's throughout the garden. This was volunteer. And then we have spearmint. Of course, we have the wonderful peppermint that just continues to grow every year. This is our watermelon patch. Cattle panel situation is also going to take place here. This is going to be Jubilee. I've got sweet potatoes in here, just like last year. And oh my, our holy basil has just taken over everything. Like, I'm serious, everything. I've had to, my husband and I have both had to pull out so much. Anyways, then I mixed it up. We've got green beans, we've got parsley, we've got okra, and then we've got Italian oregano that has gone to seed, but that's perfectly fine. Oh, how beautiful. Then, changed up this year, we have 4 serrano plants. Look at how beautiful. And then we have 2 habaneros. And then we ended up getting some yarrow. Now, they look pitiful because wonderful caterpillars just came and devoured so much. Now over here, we have, oh, spiderweb. We have 8 jalapeno plants. And we have harvested from them so many times now. Oh, like that one can be harvested now. And we have gotten the biggest jalapenos ever this year. It's phenomenal. Now this is one of the sad beds. This is like tons of volunteer tomato plants. And there's a combination of different ones in there. The newest one we have gotten, let me get the, I think it's Purple Bee. Where's the tag at? Oh, I can't find it. But it is a Purple Bee tomato. Cherry tomatoes. Look at how beautiful those are. So, we've got a combination of cherry tomatoes in here. And then we've got our massive tomatoes over here. We've got a combination of beef steaks. We have Big Boy. And then we also have Beef Master Tomato by Charlie's. And those ones that are already ripening, some of them go ahead and pull them off so that way no pests get them. But look at the size of this thing. Like, it's the size of my hand, y'all. And that is the Beef Master. Phenomenal compared to your beef steaks. Like, these are the beef steaks right here. I mean, this one's pretty big. But that one's the biggest one we have so far. Then we have more lemon balm. And then, of course, we have more of our catmint. It was looking a little sad, but... Oh, sorry. We have sage mixed in there. And we also have oregano, thyme. Yeah, that's what that one is. And then we have a combination of kale, and our sugar snap peas have not done well over here, sadly. So that's something that I'm going to have to change. I'll probably just put cucumbers in here or cantaloupes. I'm not sure yet. And then a volunteer blackberry plant that's just been trying to survive. I need to repot it. And then, of course, another bed I need to get to. This is the blue spice basil with asparagus. Then we've got our wonderful chamomile. And then we have our bell peppers here. So a lot of stuff that needs to get done. This is just a quick video of the garden so that way it can update you on so many other things as well. Now, back to one of the biggest updates that we were hoping and praying for a long time has completely changed. Who all remembers when we were blessed with that 5K giveaway from Doug and Stacy, February 17th, 2023? Well, we had so many plans on utilizing that money to expand our chicken coop. However, as you can see, it still looks the same, except a volunteer cantaloupe plant. And additionally, we have just a few girls inside the coop. But this is who we have left. Just to give you some more details very briefly, we unfortunately had some animal, we're not sure what it was, come through our fence right there and took out over half of our chickens. And total, we had 32 chickens. That's with 3 roosters. That was a very hard day, but we prayed about it. We got everything fixed, squared over, and we are planning future things as well. But back on to that 5K giveaway, and why isn't the chicken run expanded yet? God had a different plan for all of that money. Now, I have asked my sister to make sure it was okay with her and making sure she was comfortable with me sharing particular details. Now, as I had said, we were going to expand the chicken run to have more chickens and be able to provide so many more eggs for family members. But plans have changed, which is perfectly fine. Just adapt, go with the flow, change things up. Now, what had happened was, oh my, I don't even know how long it's been. She ended up getting COVID, and they found that something was wrong with her heart. Now, the crazy thing is, she was apparently born with that problem in her heart. Please forgive me, I do not know the scientific names and the terminology, and I'm just not even gonna try to get into it. It's a lot. But the condition she was under was very, very serious, to where she was high risk for heart attacks. Way too many scary palpitations. I don't even remember. Too much was going on with her heart, and she stuck with it for several months until finally she became very, very high risk, to where it was very scary. And she went to numerous specialists and found someone that she trusted and she believed that will help her with her condition, and they determined that she did need surgery done. She did have one surgery done, and that one put her into a lot of debt. As many of you watching this video have probably also occurred health debt. And she recovered very well. However, they discovered that another portion in her heart was causing other complications, and they believe that they found the solution for it, so she needed to go through another surgery. And it was very intense. I was trying to hold it together very, very well. That way she would not get any more nervous, anxious, scared by it. And that surgery costed $5,000. My husband and I, Trace, felt that we needed to provide her with half of that money because she was already in so much debt. Not even by her will. And that's something hard to get through. And we were able to provide her with half of that $5,000. And that is why our expansion has not taken place. That leftover money has become another portion for saving. And it's been a lot to save up as much as we can, and we're going to continue to do as much saving as we can. But that is just the short, brief version. Not many details as to why the chicken run has not been expanded yet. But I am so happy to say that the surgery was a success, and her heart rate and rhythms and everything have gone to normal. And she is a mother. My little sister is a mom. She has until October until she will have her first baby girl. And we are just so ecstatic. She's the first one out of all of my sisters to have a baby. And God is just blessing so many people abundantly. And sometimes it's very hard to see those moments in the valleys and reminding ourselves, hey, we're in the valleys, but guess who's there with us? God is. He is with us, helping us, strengthening us, loving us, and letting us know that we're not alone. And it's hard to remember that at times. But that is why the chicken run has not been expanded, and we have not had any other livestock expansions or garden expansions take place yet. So I thought about it, and I'm actually going to jumble a lot of things together. That'll make it a lot easier to make separate videos about. So, last year's garden harvest was pretty good. We discovered a lot of things that we needed more of for this year, so that way we can create more things that we eat frequently. We have had several vehicle problems. I am so happy to say that we haven't had any vehicle problems in maybe 3 or 4 months. So that has been a huge blessing. My husband and I have finally found a church that we feel at home being there. And we've been going there for several months. I don't even know how long now, probably 6 months. With that being said, I have officially joined the worship team. And many of you do not know that I, like many of you and so many others, have a testimony or several testimonies. And just the short version of one of my testimonies is I used to be a professional performer. I used to sing all over the place, several venues, so on and so forth. And it was a very challenging time early on whenever I accepted Jesus as my Lord and Savior. It was very challenging for me to realize that I needed to go through all of that and more to get where I'm at now. Being a part of the worship team has blessed me beyond measures, but I have also had several convictions. And being a Christian, of course we're gonna have so many. Nobody is perfect. We all fall short of the glory of God, and I continuously remind myself that, so I may continue to stay humble and where my heart will not be hardened. I have discovered, God has allowed me to discover and has shown me so many things with discernment, so many different things. And I can do a separate video on this too, especially with one of my testimonies. Going through so many of those things and how I was raised, how I was brought up, my personal opinion on things, my views on things have helped me, and God has equipped me and shown me so many things that I, for myself and for my husband and family members and eventually our own family, to strive to do. Now, that is going to just branch out from so many future videos that I will share with each of you. That is regarding around sourdough and tinctures and making our own milk. What else? Oh my. The different skills that I feel are so important on harvesting what you should be growing, making your own medicine, so many different things. And I have just been so amazed at what all has taken place already. And it's been a lot. I'm giving you just the brief gist of everything. Additionally, I have done so much research on new ways for us to store all of our harvest. And that's with herbs, that's with the vegetables, with the fruits. We are working more on that, especially with fermenting. We do not have a freeze dryer yet. That is one of the future things that I would just love to have. We do have a dehydrator. I have finally got one of those electric pressure canners. Super excited about that. The reason why I got an electric one is because our stove is wonky. I have canned several things before, and it's only been meat. So I've done chicken and beef. I think I've done pork before, and it was a success. That was before our stove was wonky. And I felt it was best to just go ahead and get an electric pressure canner, because the stove works fine whenever I'm cooking any other kind of meal. With canning though, it's a hassle. So, the other new things are my mother-in-law lives all the way in Oregon, and she finally came down to visit, and it's been 4 years. It was a great time spending time with her, and we ended up building a ramp for her, helping her go up and down. The stairs are just they're not good for her body. So we felt it was necessary to build a ramp, and I'll go ahead and show you a brief clip of that. Many new things have happened and will continue to happen, but I will save tons of other details for the next videos, future videos, everything. The last little bit that I'll add is I have, like many of you, I have struggled with many spiritual battles, a lot of stress. I've taken a lot of stress, which has caused so many breakouts. But I received some help from my grandma, and she has given me advice on different skincare, and I was never big into skincare routines and products and stuff like that. But that will be another upcoming video, and it hasn't been that long, but I will keep y'all updated on the progress of that, and maybe I can do a separate video about that skincare routine and the products and the before and after. But there's been a lot. It's been wonderful, and always gotta save the best for last. And I will end with this. One of the biggest convictions that I was having is, you're on the worship team, you're doing so many different things, because we are set apart from others. And I felt pulled to get baptized.